online haircut.
Welcome back, guys, to Avenues Podcast, episode 192 this week. I really hope that our equipment's good. I mean, we kind of rush things a little bit, but this camera that you're looking at me with right now is really screwed over, and it's half broken or something. I don't even know what's wrong with it, but it's not. I mean, you can't see it, but look at it, dude.
Yeah.
I hope that's okay. This is okay. This is kind of loose. We're just kind of, it's a weird episode. We don't have many topics today. We're talking about soccer a lot, actually, though. And we'll talk about the recent drama with Brawadis that happened this week and last week. But, I mean, this week, I guess we'll just start it off. Let's get that out of the way. Did you see that at all, the Brawadis?
No, I did not.
So basically, I don't really watch him often, sometimes, but basically he had this girlfriend, and his ex-girlfriend, let's just say, cheated on him. And this girlfriend cheated on him, not just this is his words. He's like, it wasn't just me seeing her message her ex, or me seeing her going out to dinner with some guy. It was proof that she was fucking another guy. It's pretty tough, honestly. That's not no matter who you are, that's not good news, But there's a lot of beef in between them. It's kind of like an Amber Heard and Johnny Depp kind of situation, where basically she's he's coming out with all this stuff, saying he would. Okay, this is his mistake though. He is a bit of an idiot for this. I'm gonna call him out. He basically, so he's rich, right? Obviously, he would give her money. He would give her a salary for being his girlfriend, pretty much. He literally said he would just pay for regular payments just to support her financially. So he would pay for gas. He sent screenshots of Apple Pay receipts of $250 for her at the hair salon, or her out to dinner with someone friends or mom. She'd she'd be like, "Oh, I'm at the hairdresser right now," and he'd send her $250 Apple Pay, and be like, "Oh, enjoy with you and your mom, on me, hope everything goes well," right? Because he's fucking rich. But the thing is, okay, when you're rich and you have a girlfriend that's not, that's the last thing you want to do. Because think about it like this. If you're spending hundreds of dollars on random shit, just he's spoiling her, okay? It's his girlfriend. I get it. That's cool. You want to do that because they make you feel good, whatever. That's great. But when you do that, that's going to make them attached to that.
Yeah.
And that could make them a gold digger. You don't do that, because if you do, you don't know why they're... It's an excuse, right? Let's say he didn't do any of that. That rules out that possibility of being used for fame, and money.
Yeah.
So that's a mistake from him. But he's taking it like a champ, it seems like. He's pretty he's kind of it is what it is kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, he definitely, I've watched one or two of his videos with her, and they were what seemed to be madly in love. He was annoyingly, I wouldn't want to watch any videos except for the one or two I watched, because it was very annoying to watch. But she, I don't know. It kind of seemed to me, and I'm not the only person that said this, from what I've watched, the small amount, it didn't seem I just got the vibe of not, what's the word? It didn't seem natural, and it didn't seem like a genuine relationship almost. I don't know why. It just seemed to me like it wasn't. I have no reason for that. It's just that's how I felt by watching that, the vibe that it got off from me. And so, she was pretty much having sexual relations with her ex-boyfriend. And she basically was very manipulative, because her sister was in on it. Her sister would come to his house, and he had a room for his sister because they didn't live close. So her sister didn't want to go back home, and she doesn't drive.
Yeah.
So he was like, okay, he would buy her dinner. She would come to the house, and the food would be ready before she even steps in the door. He bought her a bed, and he has a spare room. So she literally has a room in his house. and she was in on it because the account, her sister's account, his girlfriend was using his sister's account to communicate with the ex.
Oh shit.
So they were in on it, right? It was like a team thing. So he was pretty much saying like, "Fuck you if you're watching this, the sister. I had food for you. I gave you a room." He's like, "Not even my family has a room in my house. Not even my friends have a room in my house." And then, like, how would you feel on that regard?
Yeah, I mean, I would probably take it the same way he did, like pretty badly. Like you're pretty much getting like manipulated, and you're like, you give people, you think you're doing the right thing, helping people out, giving them a place in your house, your own house, right? Providing for them and like taking care of them, and then they do some shit like that to you. So that definitely sucks.
Yeah,
and
he also was saying like how here's where it gets very funny actually, like not funny haha, but like funny like this is ridiculous.
Yeah,
she pulled an Amber Heard. She had a second phone that he didn't know about, and she would record arguments with her, like of them.
What, the sister and the
no. Sorry. So his girlfriend, every time, like every couple argues, right? That's just natural human, relation. She would record them arguing, and I watched her like live. I watched the VOD, and she went on TikTok live. She got rid of her Instagram account because it was being flooded with messages and comments about hate.
Yeah.
So she's smart. What she did was she didn't delete it. She deactivated her account. That way, when she won't lose followers because she was losing followers fast.
Oh.
So she wants the followers. So she deactivated it. That way, when she reactivates it in a few weeks, whatever, when this all dies down, she'll still have the followers. Isn't that smart?
Yeah, that is pretty smart.
That's smart. So that's what she did. Okay, there's that. Also, she went on TikTok Live and was saying, like, he abused me. And so she recorded these arguments, and I'm like, I'm trying to think of it from an open mind. I'm like, okay, let's see. So she's recording these conversations, arguments, and she's like, he's abusing me. I have all the proof. Look at these recordings of him being mean to me. They were so out of context.
Yeah.
Like, they're just arguing about, we don't even know.
Yeah.
It's just like screaming back and forth or like yelling. And she would say stuff to piss him off, to trigger him more.
Yeah.
That way, if she has it on recording, like, it could be used.
Yeah, then it's like,
maybe.
okay, yeah.
So instead of taking accountability and being like, oh, I'm sorry, you caught me, I'm cheating, she's trying to cover her tracks and like frame this on him. It gets better. She had that happen, and I'm like, okay, where's the context in all this? One part of the film, of the audio, was like, he said like, kill yourself or something, which is pretty bad.
Yeah.
And in an interview, he responded to that saying, look, every couple has their issues. You argue back and forth, whatever. I'm a man, and he's like, I'm going to take responsibility for my actions. I did say that, and he said, should I have said that? No. It was in the heat of the moment. It wasn't anything abusive. It was just me getting mad. He's like, I shouldn't have said that, whatever. That shouldn't have came out of my mouth. And he's being honest. Like, he's being truthful.
Yeah.
So it gets better. She claims that he hit her, and she has a mark. So I didn't even have to see this, to be honest with you. She showed a photo of like a small little mark on her thigh, and I immediately thought it was a dog bite. Because I've been bitten by a dog. Like, for the people that don't know, like, the job that I have, I'm around. Like, I don't work. I work on site. Like, I don't have a job that's just me standing around all day. Like, I walk around. So I've been bitten by a dog in that regard.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, my job.
Yeah.
And it looked the exact same, honestly. It was a small dog. I'm like, that looks like a small dog mark. And it was just like 2 little scratches. It looked like blood. And I'm like, that does not, like, how do you even get that from being hit?
Yeah.
And it's her thigh. Like,
yeah.
Okay. He went on and said, I have proof that was my dog. He was like, this is my dog that bit her because they were playing with each other. And they were playing, and the dog is like rowdy and just like accidentally bit her.
Yeah.
And she was pretty pissed. And she was saying like, why did your dog bite me? And like, she showed the photo of it. And so he was like, if I did not have this proof, this could have destroyed my life.
Yeah.
He said, this is not a joke. This is not, you don't fuck with this. This is not something, this should be taken seriously. Many men in this world get in so much trouble because of this.
Yeah.
And that could have ruined my life. He's like, thank God I had proof otherwise. Imagine if he didn't.
Yeah. Like, is she trying to? Do you think she's gonna try to like sue him and stuff, or
No,
like?
I don't think so.
Like, what was? Do you think the point was of like bringing up all that evidence and bringing up all the dirt, like just to like?
To seem like she's not cheating and she's not in the wrong.
Okay.
She
And
never.
so she's just trying to
she
get
never,
people on her side, kind of.
She never said anything about cheating. She never denied it. Never said that she did it. Case closed. That's a dog bite. And then she's saying like, I didn't want to be on camera on a lot of the time, and like, okay, but there's not really any like proof to that.
Yeah,
or
like
whatever.
Yeah.
So she's just a clown, really. I kind of saw it coming almost. I mean, I'm not saying I saw it coming. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
But that happened. That it went into this week. But he went on live at 3:30 in the morning on like Monday or Sunday, and he was like explaining it at 3:30 in the morning. Like, I have the screenshots. I got proof. Basically, what happened? The reason he knows is because she used to work at a restaurant. That's how they met. At the restaurant, she went back multiple times to try to hook up with this guy that used to be your ex. That guy has a current girlfriend, and the girlfriend messaged Brawadis and was like, "I didn't want to message you because it's not my business. I don't really care, but it gets to the point where it's really annoying for me to deal with as a girlfriend. So I'm telling you that your girlfriend's bothering me and my boyfriend. Here's the proof." That's how he found out. If I was him, I'd be he's rich, so like he's probably fine money wise.
Yeah.
But he said he had a serious conversation with her at the beginning of the year and said, "I do not want to leave this year without marrying you. Like, I want to marry you by the end of this year." Because he's like, "I'm getting older. I'm in my late 20s. Like,
Shit.
I want to settle down with someone, right?" Makes sense. He's like, "Thank God I didn't."
Yeah.
So I mean, it's really petty drama, honestly.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where it's just like, it's like Keep It Up with the Kardashians type of thing.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Oh my God, they said that. Like, I hate it, but it's also really, like, I don't like it because of that, but also it's kind of funny to like hear how much of an idiot this person is.
Yeah.
And it's funny to laugh at that to me.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, what do you think about it?
Like, it's entertaining for
yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, it's just like, be careful who you let into your life, and like, I don't know. You may think you know someone, but it's like, you never know.
I have had that experience, and it's a great learning lesson that, like, no matter how much you know someone, Justin right in here, I've known since I was 5 years old.
Yeah.
There could be something you're hiding from me, bro. I'm not gonna say anything, but there could be some. Same here.
Yeah.
I could be doing something for you that you have no idea. That's like really bad.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have any ex relationships.
Yeah.
Ladies. Anyway, no, but yeah, it's you think you know someone, but you can't. Like, I trust Justin.
Yeah.
But I don't trust him, like, to an extent of, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, I trust you a lot.
Yeah.
Because of our relationship, obviously.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I don't know how to say this. It's just like shit happens, really.
I mean, and there's certain like boundaries or like certain expectations you have of someone as well, right? It's like,
yeah, I mean, I've had things happen to me in the past where I've had friends that I'm like really close with, and then like slow things start to happen, and I'm like, okay, they're not really who I met them like as.
Yeah, like when they, yeah, I'm going through something like that, like kind of recently. It's like one of these guys from my school or whatever, like he kind of changed a lot, and then it's like we're just kind of drifting away a little bit. Like, it's just like people change, right? And I mean, that's natural, but it's just like when people change from someone who you like it's almost like a completely different person. It's like, it's,
and that ties into it
exactly, and it's like,
so
yeah,
it's a great learning lesson though.
Yeah,
for shit like this, because if it was me, honestly, like if this happened to me without having those learning curves, I would be fucking like, I'm not a very sad person. I don't get sad very often, like at all.
Yeah.
When I do, it hits, but in this case, like if I didn't have that learning experience or learning experiences, I would be very, very messed up. But since I've gone through stuff like that, I'm, probably be a lot better. But I would never spend that much money on anyone, no matter how rich you are.
Yeah. I mean, the other shitty thing too is like, you think you're gonna like marry this girl, right? Like you think she's the one, right? And then it's like something like that happens. It's just like, it's got to be so tough. Like, and I mean, the other thing like with that too is like you're like a social media like
Mm-hmm.
internet personality, like your life's on full display. Everyone kind of knows, right? So it's like having to almost move on super quickly because you have all these fans
It's
and
tough,
expectations, and you gotta keep pumping out content. Is just like that's super tough. Like that's rough to go through. So, I mean, shout out Brawadis. I mean, I hope that situation gets better. But
Yeah, it's been like back and forth, like, but only he's gone on live like 3 or 4 times to like update because people are like asking questions. But he's like, his last one was like yesterday or something or 2 days ago, and he was just like, guys, listen to my last live. I'm not gonna even mention it in any videos, which is great. I think why would you, right?
Yeah,
why just keep it up? So he's like, I'm not gonna mention it in any of my videos. I'm just gonna go start my schedule again, keep doing my videos like my normal videos. It's like I never had this happen to me.
Yeah.
And I just got to keep my head up and just life goes on, right? He's like,
Yeah.
and that's a great mindset to have. So he was like, I'm just going to, I don't want to keep talking about this. This is my last time.
Yeah.
I'm going to go on live, talk about this. I'm just going to keep going. So, yeah. Moving on to soccer. We're going to be talking about soccer. We're going to be talking about Paul Pogba. We're going to be talking about our soccer season finishing up. So for Paul Pogba, he got into some trouble recently. He was caught. He tested positive for a testosterone or a steroid, I guess you could say, test in August, and it was kept in the dark. I read more on the article. It was kept in the dark for a little bit till they finally figure out what's going on. It's confirmed, and he said it himself. He made an Instagram post about this, and it's in French. I didn't translate it. I didn't read that, but basically he was caught for doing steroids. He's banned for 4 years from soccer. Unfortunate because he's a great player. Don't know the guy. Seems like a nice guy. But what he did was really stupid, and what he did was very bad for the sport. He's cheating. And not only is he cheating, like, he doesn't need this, dude.
Yeah,
he's already a great player, a World Cup winner. I don't know if he won any Premier League titles or Serie A titles, but anyway, plays for a top team, was one of the top players in the world of the sport. He does not need to do this. I know he kind of fell off a little bit, so maybe that's why he's doing this. He's getting older. He's 30 right now. By the time the 4 years is up, he'll be 34. That could be him done. Yeah. I personally think that someone like him won't retire at 34. I think he'll just keep going. I think what might happen is Juventus will drop him. We're not going to keep paying for him when he's not playing.
Yeah. He'll
probably go to a lesser-known club, and maybe Europe, maybe North America, whatever, South America, wherever it is. He'll go to, I think, this is my prediction, he'll go to a lower team, get some minutes there after his time's done, maybe move up one more team to some European team or whatever, and then call it quits. Knowing him, I don't think he will let this define his last bit of his career. I think he will come back at 34 and play. That's what I believe. But really stupid for him. He knows better, and yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, I thought, growing up as a kid, Paul Pogba at one point was like my favorite player, like in his prime when he was on Man U, and he was just like, he was a beast. But yeah, it's just, honestly, I haven't really heard much. Like, until I heard this headline, I was like, I kind of forgot about like what had happened. But yeah, he was on Juve, and like I'm pretty sure he was having like an all right season there. But yeah, getting caught with something like, which you obviously shouldn't be doing. That's like one of the most like obvious rules as a professional athlete. Is like, obviously you can't like be doping, right? And they have drug tests and stuff. So, I mean, the ban, from what I could see, is like fair game. It's like he knows better. He shouldn't be doing that, and he was caught cheating. Although it sucks, like he's a great player, but at the end of the day, you break the rules. You pay the consequences. So, I mean, that's what happened here. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing more to really say on that. I guess it's just
unfortunate, but we'll move on to our soccer seasons. If you guys didn't know, we are in a league for soccer, and we're in different leagues. Justin's in a better league, and both our seasons are coming to an end. By the time, this is our first episode in March, and soccer season typically ends for us in March. Depending on how far you go, it could be late March, middle of March, whatever. but our season is coming to an end. I've been playing soccer since I was about 5 years old. I don't really know how I got into wanting to play soccer. I think my brother played it, and I was one of those kids that didn't really want to go out of their comfort zone, if I'm being honest. I mean, obviously I'm a different person now, but at the time when I was that age, like 4 or 5, my parents always wanted me to do stuff, to try new things, to, raise me into an active person and get to do stuff. My parents would always ask me, do you want to do this, that, and I'd try it, or I just was, no, I don't want to do this, no. I wanted to play soccer because my brother was playing soccer, and I don't know why. I don't really remember any conversation, anything like that. All I remember was playing soccer. So, I played soccer from the age of 5, and I would say soccer, I think, maybe not right now, but soccer is my favorite sport, and it's also the best sport that I am the best at soccer than I am at any other sport. Not right now, though. Right now, I've been actually struggling this season with, I focused so much on football that I have lost a lot of skill, actually, for soccer. I'm not saying I'm a bad player, but I definitely am not who I once was 1 or 2 years ago. I want to finish this season with a great bang. I want to finish this season happy, and I want to call it quits for now. I thought about it, maybe joining men's league. That's still on the table, but as of right now, I don't want to because, honestly, I'm not happy with the way I'm playing. I know how I can play, and I know how good I can be, and I'm not there. So it's like kind of like a retirement thing. A lot of professional players, they think like this. And so I spent so much time on football that I'm honestly a better football player, and I'm not playing football anymore. I'm done with football. So it's sad to say, but we'll see how it goes. I'm very happy with my soccer career, and every person I've ever played with was a learning experience. And it shaped who I am as a player, but not just as a player, as a person when it comes to managing, when it comes to being a teammate, whatever. Like, soccer it's a life lesson. Mm-hmm. So everything about soccer, it's a great life lesson. So I want to get your thoughts on your soccer career. That's a little bit about mine. It's crazy how my youth soccer is over. It's been a long ride, and it's quite sad, honestly. But it is what it is. I just gotta, deal with it. Life goes on.
Yeah, like to me, it's like I feel like I still haven't fully like processed it. Like
same.
Looking back now, it's like we started the same age. You're both 5 years old. We've been playing for like over 12 years now. Mm-hmm. Week in, week out, and then like doing training programs, playing with a whole bunch of players,
camps,
and like all these kids. Like we were even talking the other day, like, oh, do you remember this guy? And it's like, yeah, this guy's on my team. Like you end up like having a web of so many people that you've known growing up, and like guys that are on past teams, or you've played with someone, you might know this guy. And like I guess even our club too is pretty like, the club had like development camps and people would do those, and everyone kind of knew everything. As a smaller club, but it was still quite like good. And looking back, it's like I'm super happy that I like got to play with like such an amazing club and such like amazing players. And towards the end, like the sort of competitive level in my league sort of dropped a little bit, and like a lot of the players got scooped up and went to higher like leagues, or a lot of people stopped when they got older. But regardless, like throughout everything, like I feel like soccer has been the most consistent thing in my life. I've always had it there, like looking forward to the games each week and practicing with my teammates, and like to me it's like such a good outlet. It's like regardless what happens, like I always sort of have it as like something to fall back on. And I'm just super. It's like I'm not that sad. Like it's like I expect myself to be more like down and sad, but I'm just like I'm more like happy that I got to play. And like now it's like the next chapter of my life, and like who knows, maybe I'll join a men's league or something. Like me and my friends are talking about it, but as of right now I don't have like plans to do that. But regardless, I'm just like I don't know, I'm more so like happy about like what I got to accomplish and what we got to play. So
I can relate. Well, on that terrible disappointment, as they say in Top Gear, we're gonna end it here. Thanks so much for watching. Shorter episode. Not really much content for you guys this week, unfortunately, but thank you for watching anyway. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.